Hello, how you doing? Can you hear me? Horror Breakdown, can you hear me? But can you hear me? All right, awesome. I always, you're the first person in the room, and whenever the first person comes in the room, I normally do all my tests with that person, that be you. So as long as I'm coming in, and everything's doing good. Hey, Robert Beaver, what do you think? Not quite what I wanted, but somebody sent this to me. So I'll think about what I want to do as far as a shirt for the 999 squad. But anyway, Bitcoin Bo, thank you very much. Not quite what I wanted. But somebody sent this to me. So I think, you know, on my shirts, I'm just going to let the subscribers decide what they like. But today I kind of wanted to talk about Alex Jones a little bit. And, you know, because I keep getting questions about it. And, you know, I always said, man, the hummingbirds are... So I live up here in the White Mountains. And the wife has some hummingbird feeders around. They're just flying crazy around. Anyway, I wanted to talk about some Alex Jones here. Now, a lot of people don't agree with him. A lot of people just do not agree with him. And I'll address some of the comments after I talk a little bit. But yeah, I just don't agree with what they've done to him. And talk about collusion. All of these formats, all of these chat platforms, and you know, the Twitter, the maybe not Twitter, but all of them, just right at once, just chopped him down at the knees, you know. And I just think it's baloney. And when I would say 90% of the people get their news from the internet, and when you have the power to turn down or turn off somebody's voice, what are you actually doing? You're elevating the other side, is what you're doing. They have the power to actually manipulate elections. They have the power to manipulate elections. They have the power to do exactly what they claimed Trump and the Russians did. They actually have the power just by turning down or turning off somebody's channels. Not only did they turn off his channels, but he had thousands upon thousands of videos. They actually deleted every video of his, basically eliminating all evidence of his existence. And I equate that to, let's say, the communist Nazi book burnings. What's the difference? There is no difference. They'll come for they'll come for the Jews. I've done nothing. They'll come for that person. I've done nothing. Finally, they come for me. There's nobody left to help me. It's one of those things, you know. I just don't believe, no matter what opinion, even it's completely against my opinion. I don't care if somebody says silver sucks, silver will never equate to anything, cash is where it's at. I don't believe that person should be shut down, honestly. That's just where I'm at. It's the equivalent of the Nazis and communist book burnings. Brent Pod, thank you, awesome. I don't know if this is going to be the format of the shirt I want. Somebody just sent this to me. Bugsy, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Bugsy. 2379. Just wanted to show his appreciation to all the hard work. Since watching your show, I have 125 ounces of silver and counting. Thanks, 0.9 odds squad. Thank you so much again, Bugsy. Again, I'm not sure that this is going to be the format of the shirt I want. But I am going to wear the shirts and let you folks decide. And I might have 1 or 2, maybe even 3 styles of shirts. But I'm thinking, hear me out for a second. Like, I don't think they call it OD green in the Army. OD green, you know, that military green. And I'm thinking over just picture this. You're wearing your shirt over your left chest. Maybe it says .99 squad. And that's snake. That's the don't tread on me right underneath the snake. So you have .99, the snake, and the point, and the don't tread on me right underneath that. All right here on this side. But in the back, in block letters, AOTTP, another overtaxed taxpayer. But under that, it's spelled out in smaller block letters. What do you think about that? And maybe that snake again. I forgot what the name of that snake is called, though. It's I'll Google it. Brian, thank you so much for being in the house. Get people out to put ads on it and create self-servicing videos. Cool shirt. Thank you very much, the enabler. I don't care what anybody says, but I think Alex Jones is pretty close and ill out of what he says. If he wasn't, they'd be just calling him crazy. There's a lot of people crazy out there, and they're not banning him. They basically eliminated, and I'm repeating myself because constantly new subscribers are walking in the door as we speak right now. New people are joining us. And the main topic I wanted to talk about was a censorship of anybody's voice. You know, even the opposing voice. It's not polite speech that needs to be protected. It's speech that you might find offensive. That is what needs to be protected. And if there was no protection of speech at all and throughout our history, can you imagine what our country would be like right now, where all opposing opinions get shut down? What next? Take them outside and shoot them? No, this is wrong. This is wrong, and to eliminate his thousands upon thousands of videos equates very much like the Nazis and the communist book burnings. It was wrong. It was just absolutely wrong. And that's all. You know, that's all I wanted to talk about. That. You know, if you guys want to hear about some other topics, I could see the text. I'll talk about anything you folks wanted to talk about. Red Tide, yeah, I heard. My brother is in the Largo, Florida area, and he says the red tide is really bad. Right. Thank you, Robert Beaver. Yeah, and what colors do you think? Also, you know, Yankee Stacking, thanks a lot for stopping by. 925. Yeah, it's sad what has happened, and at any time. Now, here's some food for thought. What if they weren't just censoring Alex Jones for the fact that they just wanted him offline? What if it's actually in preparation for the midterm elections? What if, and just this is food for thought, because the midterm elections is coming up. Remember, 90% of everybody gets their news from the internet. What if they're doing a slow removal of all conservative news talk, all conservative opinions, in order to capture that 90%? And just so that 90% can only hear a one-sided debate, a political debate. Think about that for a moment. How's K9 training? Okay. Yep, just in time for the midterms. Imagine that, painting doors. Imagine that, getting rid of a lot of conservative thoughts, and they have the power. I mean, 90% of all people go to the internet for their news, but out of that 90%, how many use Google and Google platforms? I would have to say 99% of that 90% utilize Google platforms for their news. When I say Google platforms, the YouTubes, the Google itself, the Twitter and the Hulu and everything else. Yeah, it's really scary, the takeover of the takeover. It really is scary, and yeah, they're Mark the narc. They're going to cheat any way they can, and then they're going to deny it when inadvertently they lose. They will then create some kind of propaganda story how all our voting machines were hacked. Yeah, Ryan, I agree. I'm a conservative. I'm neither Republican nor Democrat, by the way, but I am conservative, and I think I can see a little clearer when you don't join a football team, when you don't join a club, you're actually able to scrutinize better. You're actually able to use judgment a little better, and that's what I recommend everybody do. Don't join a club and then follow that club blindly, because that's the stupid part. You know, they treat politics like a football team. Oh, you got to join our team and you got to follow us no matter how much we lose. And you know, otherwise you're not really on our side. No, I'm on my side. I'm not on the Democrats' side and I'm not on the Republican side. I'm on what is good for me. And that's how everybody needs to really think about it. The Democrats, when you lose your job, they don't come running because you're in their team and help pay your mortgage, do they? The same thing with the Republicans. When you lose your job or something bad happens, they don't do that. They don't come running because you're a part of the team. You're part of their team. They will never be part of your team. Just remember that. Just try to remember that. Bugsy2379, I'm not sure if you did it again, but I thank you again for the assistance. Just bought some 2018 1-ounce South African silver Krugerrands coin, and wanting to buy you one too. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome. I apologize. Mark the narc. Yeah, follow nobody. I mean, there's this team mentality that is so pervasive and so ignorant. You've got to remember, they want you to join their team. But when you go down, when you can't pay your mortgage, when your car stops running, does that team come and help you out, bail you out? It's all bull crap. It's all bull crap. Don't follow a team religiously like the Pied Piper. Don't follow any team. You do what's good for you. Do what's good for your family. Do what's good for your community, obviously. But don't follow anybody blindly. God, I'm on that preaching. I'm on that preaching platform right now. I apologize. But I just wish people would wake up from this team, this football team, this baseball team mentality when it comes to politics. Yankee stacking, this is a prototype. The shirt was sent to me by an anonymous donor. Basically wants to know if I like the shirt and wants my business. So I'm going to wear the shirt, see what people think about it. I have some other ideas of how I want the shirt designed. I want it more of a military, I won't say military, tactical shirt. And my dog just got off the chain. I wanted more of a military style, like, I don't know, something over the breast pocket, or not even a pocket, but just a little emblem or logo over here, and then most of my stuff on the back side. That's how I really want it. We have a lot of issues here in America, but we really need to end the Fed. I understand that, but The Fed is what runs this world. The Fed has the power to pretty much nuke an entire country without any ramifications if they want. Going up against the Fed is like going up against, and I mean no disrespect, God. It's so pervasive, and it's not just the Fed. It's the world monetary system. It's the world bankers. The Fed is just a satellite station to the world banking institution. The Federal Reserve is just a satellite station. It's kind of like having a police station in your town, but they're smaller police office satellite stations. That's all it is. This Fed exists in every freaking country there is. The world bankers, world banking organizations, the IMF. It's were the Twin Towers brought down by explosives? I have no clue. I had no part in it, but I do believe they were brought down by something other than an airplane. Ask JFK what happens to you when you... I can't ask JFK. They put a bullet through his head and blamed somebody else. We are the resistance. If we keep the Fed, we're screwed. If we lose the Fed, we're screwed. Yeah, I think there needs another monetary system. I think the government itself should have the power to create their own currency. Not another company, not another organization like the Federal Reserve. No, the .999 is based upon the eagle, not the maple leaf.
Unknown caller.
Give me just a second, folks. Never fails. I start a video. I haven't done a video in God knows how long. The dog just runs off the chain. I don't know how he broke the chain. This phone hasn't rang in days. All of a sudden the phone's ringing. I'm just not meant to talk to you folks. We as men remember how to survive without the BS. We would be better off. Crashing $1 is a good start of ending the Fed. Yeah, I think the Fed is going to adopt cryptocurrencies. Sorry, I'm a little preoccupied here, but yeah, I think the Fed is actually going to adopt the cryptocurrency. The writing's on the wall in one way or another. Okay, so 925 says there's just 3 countries left without a central bank. Okay, 3 countries out of all the countries. Shoot me if I was wrong. Do you have a 30th anniversary Canadian maple leaf? No, I do not. I do not have one. And I think I saw one, actually. I saw a picture of one. It just had a big 30 on the front. But I do not have one. What, Yukon, the phone was annoying? I know it is. I hate the sound of a phone. You know, actually... I told the wife this. When I quit my job or when I retire, I don't want to hear a freaking phone ring for the rest of my life. Because my entire life working is just nothing but freaking phone rings. Phone ring, 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 and alarm clocks. Those 2 will not be allowed in my house anymore. Go get the dog live stream. Well, I'm actually I'm not stressing it too much because there's only one way in and out of this property, so I can see when the dog leaves the property, so to speak. And I think I'm pretty good right now. So yeah, I'm gonna have other people on and interview them. Right now, the internet here is really sketchy where I'm at, and I need to get back to Tucson. And when I start working again, I will definitely start doing interviews, allow people to interview me. Maybe not even so much as an interview, just maybe a co-use video, two people just shooting the bull, talking about silver, talking about, you know, any subject they want. Just two people talking, I think would make a good video. Whether it be about silver, prepping, guns, maybe two of us go shooting and whatnot. Buy land, water, build a home, grow some trees, raise some chickens. Save your guns and ammo, buy tools. Doorbells suck too, yeah, I know. Ah, Lord. But yeah, so just traded silver for 1/2 ounce gold. Okay, so I want to talk about that. I keep getting questions about, hey, is it wise to buy silver? Once I accumulate enough silver, then trade that silver in for gold. I don't believe it's a wise investment. And here is the problem. When you buy silver, you're actually paying a premium on it, are you not? Yes, you are. But then you're going to take that silver that you purchased with a premium, and then you're going to buy gold with it, which you have to pay another premium. Why not eliminate one of those premiums and just save up a little fiat cash, then buy your gold directly with that fiat cash? That way you're only buying one premium, not multiple premiums. Does that make any sense? Because each and every silver coin you purchased it with a premium attached to it. So I wouldn't, but I'm just letting you know what I would do. I'm not all-knowing. It just doesn't make financial sense to squander that premium. How many ounces of silver at today's price do you think you will need to retire? Wow, that's a good question. So, I don't know. It depends. There's so many variables, Mikey. Your age. Are you wanting to retire at 55, and what is your life expectancy? Or are you trying to retire at 80 years old? What is the life expectancy? I mean, if you're wanting to retire at, let's say, 30, hell, you would need 500,000. All right, I'm exaggerating, but you would need quite a few ounces of silver to retire at, let's say, age 30, 35. Much less than you would need, let's say, if you wanted to retire at 70 or 75. You see, many variables. For me, I take my total debt and I estimate where the silver is going to go, where it's going to go to once it finally does shoot to the moon. And I collect that amount of silver and in a little bit of a buffer. You know, I'm thinking right now it's going to be hard for me to achieve just saving silver for retirement. There's going to have to be other assets available for at least myself, a 401k. And I don't believe in fiat currency, but unfortunately that is the system that we're given to use to buy food, to buy goods and whatnot. So I think having a variation of assets is going to be the only thing that's going to allow me to retire. I don't think silver is going to be able to do it on its own, Mikey. Carry on as you are. Be honest to yourself and other people. Trust is hard to get. That's why you are getting good, honest viewers. Yeah, I tell you what, not only that, some of my subscribers are actually more intelligent than I am. I'll be the first to admit it. Ratio, post-gold standard, averages 50-1. That's the norm in the 20th century. But didn't it used to be 1-8 or 1-9 or something like that? I think it was. I'm in Q11. Would you like to take drugs? No, not really. Appreciate the offer, though. Private money lending into precious metals. If the world keeps going the way it's going, oh, that went real fast. Where did it go? It just disappeared. You're highly intelligent. Quit selling yourself short, buddy. I'm not selling nothing short. But I do appreciate the vote of confidence. Pretty decent crowd here. Yes, this crowd is always awesome. You go to some of the other live chats, they're calling each other pussies and dickheads and every freaking expletive that you can think of. It's like walking into some freaking teenage video game. Here, you take a look at some of these comments, and every one of is intellectual, or no insulting, no childish behavior. How about a silver eagle on it? My wife thought about the silver eagle too, but I got to sit down with a piece of paper and draw out the design. Because if you buy gold and silver regularly, conservative Mexican in the house. For you folks who have not seen his channel, I recommend going over to both the Conservative Mexican and Mikey Fucero's channel. I always like to give shout outs to some of the other channels. Conservative Mexican, thank you again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I don't know if you heard, Conservative Mexican, I had a problem with my heart. I haven't seen you in a while, so I haven't been doing many videos lately. Yeah, Yankee, this community is phenomenal. Absolutely. Have no fear, Troy Ounce is here. Kind of reminds me of Lost in Space. Have no fear, Dr. Smith is here. What was the saying? Yeah, silver stackers are serious breed. So do I think Alex Jones will be coming back? I don't know. I really don't know what's going to be the story of Alex Jones. I do believe he should put up a fight, but it's easy for me to say considering all aspects. It's easy for me to just sit back. I think he should fight. But the thing about if he fights, I think right now he's a martyr. And it's a good place for him to be in a weird way, because people now are talking about him. Both people who disliked him as well as people who supported him are both talking about him. I go online and I take a look at some of the videos. Lots of videos about Alex Jones. I think he's more pronounced now than before this all occurred. I just subscribed to Conservative Mexican. Awesome. Awesome. Alex will be back somehow. He's a persistent guy. Yeah, he's been around. Believe it or not, I just found out yesterday, he's been around since before the 9/11 towers came down. I believe he's, from what I found out yesterday, from 1998 he's been around doing this. Investigating the Bilderbergs and the Federal Reserve and whatnot. That's pretty amazing. So yeah, he says some off the wall shit. But you know what? So do I. Come on, don't we all say some off the wall shit? I'm not perfect, but the fact of the matter is, we cannot shut down opposing opinions, even if they oppose us. Because one day they'll shut us down. They'll shut us down. They'll come for us. Boy, I got so many. Alex likes a good fight. You know, one of the things, I'll tell you when I think he made a fool of himself. Pierce Morgan, when they went on that gun debate, when he went up on stage and sat and he started yelling at Pierce Morgan, "You take my guns away." Then he was a little, I think he went off the chain there, my opinion. I think he could have handled himself a little bit better. But yeah, he does some kooky things. But then again, like I said, don't we all? I guess these t-shirts shirts are available, yes. However, this is just a prototype. This was sent to me. I know I'm repeating myself, but I got a lot of new people in the room. This was just sent to me by somebody who's basically sent me a sample to see if I wanted to do business with him. I'm going to draw up a design, and I'm going to show you guys the design. or two and let you guys, you ladies, you boys and girls, I'll give you the option of choosing. I'll tell you one thing about this shirt. It feels good. Okay, you know how you can feel some rinky-dink shirts qualities from like the flea market? This doesn't feel like that. This feels like a nice shirt. Another test of a shirt for me is how well it washes. Will it have the same shape after it washes? So I'll that's part of my test. My test is not just aesthetics. If I'm going to sell a shirt, I want it to freaking last. I don't want somebody to throw their hard-earned money at a shirt that I'm selling. They wash it once or twice and it's shrunk down to something infant size. No, I ain't going to play that way. So I'm going to do some rigorous testing in my scientific lab. I choose your own design. Yeah, I'm gonna write something down. I really am. No one has to retire necessarily. Get yourself a place of financial independence and then do work that you truly love. I think that's the hardest thing, Scott Gable, is for me when I go to work, I don't like what I do. I haven't liked what I've done in quite some time. And you hit the nail on the head. Try to do something you like. But I have some news for people. Sometimes when you do the work that you like, it doesn't necessarily bring the income and the revenue that you also like. Just be prepared for that. Thread count is good. I will take a look at that. Please don't tell me how to identify. I don't know what you're meaning. I don't know what you mean. Oh, my dog's back. I want to buy one. I'm sure the quality will be great. Dennis, let me at least wash it one time and see how it goes, okay? Because if it falls apart in the washing machine, you think I want to send you a shirt? Oh, hell no. It's the reputation of me and my channel. Oh, overtaxed taxpayers selling junk. Purposely taking people's money for junk. Oh, no. I think that's not how it's going to play. Doing what you love for work turns your passion into problems. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, picking up the garbage every day, but it pays the bills. And you know what? I freaking dug ditches. I used to live in Florida, and at the time I worked for Florida Power. And I basically was the new guy. I had to get in the swampy muck and dig the ditches so we can put our main power down below. We had to dig three feet deep. And this dirt was so putrid and stunk. And I've done some nasty things for a living. Bugs biting you. Orlando, Florida. You know what? My wife and I would love to come and visit Disney World. We really do. Just for us to travel from, we've done the math, just for us to travel from here to Disney World and have a good 5-7 day stay there, run a pretty penny. I'd have to sell my freaking lung or something. Please put a pocket on a shirt. I won't wear a t-shirt without a pocket. A jumbo silver eagle on the back might look good too. I'm gonna think about that. I am going to think about that. Maybe right on top of the silver eagle, in block letters, AOTTP, and under the silver eagle, another overtaxed taxpayer, spelled out in smaller block letters. That might work. Take care, Volkswagen. Thank you for stopping by. Sarasota. So I used to fish off the Skyway Bridge many, many times, actually. 9.25, 925. Yep, small insignia, large insignia, David. It'd be cool though, you know, to walk around and somebody recognizes it. That would be cool. But then my wife thinks, well, it could pose a problem if somebody doesn't appreciate the work that we do here on this channel. The shirt with silver may make you a target. No, I do not own Noah's Ark silver. That would be cool to have. And you know what else would be cool to have? There's like a 10-ounce bar with Jesus beating the he's actually whipping this gosh, what is the name of it? Jesus is whipping the money changers out of the temple. I think that's kind of what it's called. Jesus whipping money changers from the temple or something like that, or chasing the bankers. Well, troy ounce, again, I think we've discussed this before. I'm just an anonymous person online. Nobody knows who I am. So when I tell you I'm stacking gold or silver, what difference does it make? Can somebody find me? Doubtful. Very doubtful. Highly doubtful. And for the people who don't know, if you're referring to the shirt, no one's going to know what 0.999 is. No one, trust me. And unless it's one of us. A lot of people, 1% of the human population, 1% of the human population stacks silver. If it is that much. I doubt if it's even 1%. The chances of me running into a problem is going to be extremely rare. Silver Wolverine in the house. He also does some videos, folks, if you want to go and check out his channel. Again, I like to shout out channels. It's just the way I think everybody has some valuable and great insight, as well as we might all be saying the same thing, but I think different perspectives of the same information are also valuable. You can teach somebody a math equation, but one teacher might explain it a little bit differently to make sense, if you know what I mean. So it's really good to have various styles of teaching and whatnot, a diversity of teaching. Thank you so much, Conservative Mexican. Again, folks, if you haven't gone over to his channel, go to his channel. I'm hearing rumors that he might even be thinking about running for political office of some extent. Can you elaborate, Conservative Mexican, please? What means 0.999? By Bin Imzul. I can't even pronounce that name, buddy. But what is 0.999? It is the purity of a silver eagle. It is the purity of a lot of generic silver rounds. It is the purity of many silver bars. And in contrast, you have the maple leaf, which has 4 nines, which means it's just slightly, a smidgen more pure. Just posted a new vid, technicals on $15, bottom for silver. Consider Maxim is Omar Navarro in disguise. Oh man. Have you seen Molin Loeb? 1 ounce. No, I haven't. How do you avoid the temptation to trade silver for fiat to buy stuff you want? It's very easy, actually. I fall into temptation to spend in cash far more easier than spending silver. Silver, there's something about a bank account. You don't see the money in your bank account. Therefore, you don't treasure it. You don't value it as much, in my perspective. And therefore, you have this debit card, which is just a gateway to that savings account or checking account. And therefore, it's almost impossible to save cash. When you have a storage of silver, you actually can go in and see it. You see it grow. You can feel it. You can touch it. It is also less and more, I would say it's more inconvenient to sell. You'd have to go and get it. You have to drive it to a local coin shop or whatnot. It's not so easy. I mean, it's not as difficult. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not difficult. But let's just say there's a little more effort into selling your silver. $30-year Maple Leaf Beauty number. Thank you so much, Bugsy. Again, 2379, Bugsy, 2379. 30-year Maple Leaf it's a beauty, and I'm going to. I will definitely sit down and locate it and make a purchase. Thank you again. I really do appreciate it. General South, maybe that is the purpose of digitized currency. So we do not value it. But you can, yeah, you might have a point there. I'm not going to argue with you, General South. We'll see. We shall see. No, Mikey. We'll see. We shall see. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people have been telling me about this this 30-year. You got to excuse me. I'm a little bit mentally slow. As you folks know, I just recently got out of the hospital and I'm on 5 different pills. So I'm like a little foggy sometimes. But yeah, I'm going to look at this 30-year anniversary. But wouldn't it be cool also if the Silver Eagle came out with an anniversary coin? That would be nice. That would be nice. Conservative Mexican, Alejandro Ocasio-Cortez inspired me, Congress. Yeah, if she can do it, anybody can, right? Man, what a joke. What a freaking joke. What a joke. What a joke. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call it a day. I'm actually going to do a bona fide video, and I'm going to upload it. It will be about the Alex Jones. But I have to watch the wording. As you all know, you can get banned on YouTube. So I'll kind of disguise the title a little bit, which I always do in all my videos. Gosh, if I ever used the titles I wanted to, I would have been banned a long time ago. So sometimes you have to, and this is also going out to all the people who have YouTube channels. If you want to talk about something, play with the titles, play with the keywords. Also, you'll have to just finagle the keywords, the descriptions, so you don't get demonetized or banned. But that's how it is out there in YouTube land. Anyway, folks, you have a great day. I'm going to go grab my dog. Take care, folks. Now if I can figure out how to turn this off. I can never figure it out.